So I was feeling nostalgic and decided to boot up some APB Reloaded. And I'm not really sure if I've ever talked about this game before, but APB Reloaded has always been this kind of failing GTA MMO flopping mess. But I always really liked it because of just how much character creation, character customization you could do. And this wasn't so much done with like the body types or anything like that. This was always with the clothes. Basically, you could take pre-existing clothes in the game and edit the texturing and add things. Just you could basically take anything and make it look like anything else. And to this day, there is no other game that I can think of that offers this amount of built-in customization support. But is APB a good game? No.
No, homeboy. Sweet Jesus, no. Okay.
God's no. Sweet Jesus, no. This game is fucking terrible. But I love it. The problem with APB is that it is completely, well, not completely, it is fucking completely PvP oriented. And it's only got 4 maps. And it's been that way for as long as I've been fucking playing. This is a game that came out back in 2011, keep in mind. And it's only got the same 4 areas to do stuff in. It's got 2 arena kind of modes where it's just team versus team, kill 'em up. Those are the Fight Club on the shipping yard and this abandoned like schoolhouse place. And there's 2 like mission-based districts, the financial district and the waterfront. Yeah, waterfront. So there really isn't a whole lot to do as far as like environments and exploring stuff is concerned, but the real issue comes down to game balancing. Now, when this game first came out, it was a fucking cash grab. And it was very much pay to win. There are a lot of weapons that are just supremely overpowered and that are pretty much only available if you either grind for thousands and thousands and thousands of hours or pay actual money. And a lot of people, surprise surprise, paid fucking money. Now, the game has switched hands more times than dollar bills in a fucking stripper's G-string. And now that it's in the hands of Little Orbit, they've taken some steps to kind of mitigate that. But there's a problem. Because the haves and have-not disparity has been a problem for as long as it has been, it means that now that they've kind of removed that, without taking weapons away from people who already have them, it means that the haves will always have, and the have-nots can't really get. And you know, for a majority of the weapons, it's not really a huge problem. And I say that right up until a motherfucker riding on top of somebody else's car pulls out a rocket launchers and blows me to kingdom fuck. So, that begs the question, if the balancing is so bad and there's like pretty much no chance of getting ahead unless you spend money, why still play it? Little Orbit has teased that they are working on revamping the game, putting everything in a new engine so that they can add new content easier in the future and stuff like that. And it makes sense on paper. But they've been working on this for a really long time now. And the last beta test for this quote-unquote new version came out in the beginning of last year. And it's been pretty silent ever since then. So I'd like to hope that the work that they've put into fixing this game hasn't been for nothing, but the patterns and the silence have led me to believe that this is just a game on life support. So a lot of people like to talk about APB like it's an already dead game, and it's shown up on shows like Matt McMuscle's, God, I can't say his fucking title's name. It showed up on shows like Matt McMuscle's What Happened. It's been on the Death of a Game series. But despite all of that, it's still around. It's still kicking. Like, you can go play it right now. It's still free. And that's, I think, the weirdest part is APB is the game that, out of all online service games that have come out since 2011, this thing just will not die. It refuses to die. And I think that that's kind of impressive, as well as a little sad. Because the talent that's going into fixing this old busted game could be going into creating something that's new and fresh. And when I think about that, it kind of brings me down a little bit. As much as I do care about this shitty online free-to-play game. All in all, though, I think either way, I'll be pretty satisfied when it comes to the life of this game, because I've got more than... what do I have? I've got 460 hours into this game. So, if they manage to port it to a new engine and bring in player base and make it a game worth playing, super. That's fantastic. But if the game ends up dying, probably just pour one out for it and hold on to all of the footage that I still have of this, because a lot of good times were had, a lot of bad times. But this just remains the most mysterious and strange game that I have on my library, because it refuses to die. But it also refuses to get better. It's stuck in the stasis. I typed in chat while I was playing the session the last time. I said, it feels like this game has been like untouched by time. Like it felt, it ran, it looked the same way as it did when I first got it. And that is so fucking weird. Like, pretty much no other game that I can think of, except for maybe like Final Fantasy XI, is like completely immune to the passage of time like this. It's so bizarre. But yeah, that's enough ranting about APB Reloaded. If you've played the game, let me know what you think down in the comments below, and if you'd like to play it, hit me up on Twitter. It's @Shrike01. Maybe we can roll around. I have both a criminal and an enforcer, but I mostly play on enforcer. Yeah. Let me get some names in before they shut this shit down. Anyway, that's all for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I'm still working on some more stuff, so please look forward to that, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye! Where's the stop button? Shit, how do I turn it off? No, don't stop!